Ingredient time. What we're gonna need for our green pozole, our pozole verde, is half a chicken. You can use whatever part of the chicken that you want that has a bone, because we need the flavor from the bone. So you can even do the chicken breast or the drumsticks, whatever your family prefers. We're gonna need 2 roasted poblanos and 1 Anaheim. We're gonna need 1 medium onion. If you have a large one, you can just cut it in half how I did. You're gonna need half a garlic, or if these are actually pretty large, so I'm gonna be using 6, so you can use about 6 to 8. And you need about 10 to 12 tomatillos. One bay leaf and a little bit of oil. And some white hominy. If you find the can that has the yellow hominy, you should be okay to use it. This is more of a lighter type of pozole, so that's why I chose with the white. And if you find the smaller can, you can use that, because I'm only going to be using half of this. But if your family likes the hominy a lot, then you can just pour the whole can in there. So let me go ahead and get started. You're gonna need a pot. I'm gonna use this one because I find that when I use my Mexican dishes, I get a very authentic and delicious flavor. But if you have a huge pot, just anything will work. My Views Club knows that I like to make things simple so that you can make them. And then when you have the time to make things authentically, and we'll get into that once in a few years, I think. But for now, I think we're doing okay in keeping things as starter dishes, so that way you can make it comfortable for your home. I already have my pot with hot water in there. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add my chicken. I have the neck. I don't ever throw these away if I'm making it for broth. I always keep them in, because you don't have to eat it if you don't like it, but I really like the flavor that it gives our food. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna put that in there. You wanna add your onion, your salt, your garlic, and your bay leaf. If you really like bay leaf, you can go with 2. I'm only gonna do 1. You guys already know my little Nesco. It's already some really hot water, so I'm gonna pour water until it covers it completely. I know my pot seems like it's not gonna work out with all the ingredients I have, but because I do have little ones at home, I take the chicken out and I try to make it into easier pieces for when I scoop it out for them. They enjoy it without having to worry about the bones. Benefits of having a mother that spoils you. So go ahead and put this on a medium-high heat. We want it to come to a boil before we bring it down in temperature. So I'll see you guys once this has achieved a good boil. Okay, my lovely friends, when you boiled your chicken at a high, this is what you want to do with all this bubble, because this is all the dirty stuff from the chicken. So you want to try and get as much of that as you can out. If you don't have one of these handy little things that I have, just scoop it up with a spoon. If for some reason you get distracted and you forget about it, you should be okay, because it's going to be in a really hot water. And the rims are going to end up getting darker. I mean, I've done that many of times, but if you have a chance and you want this pozole to come out super clean and pretty. Ooh, that's hot. And those bubbles usually come up when you're using chicken that has a bone. And I think instead of saying you guys, I'm going to start saying my friends. Okay, friends, because you guys are my friends, mis amigos, mis amigas. I hang out with you guys almost every day for the past almost 3 years. I can't believe it. So grateful for you guys. You guys are the best company. I enjoy communicating with you guys, and we're really good friends. You and me, we're in a club. So what you want to do now with this, you're going to boil this. This took about 15 minutes to do, so we're going to keep it on for another, let's go with 45 minutes. I think that should be a good amount for you guys to keep it at. I put the lid on and I boiled it for another 4 minutes, and you can see the bubbles come up. It just depends on when you turn that heat on a medium or a high, it'll give you that option. Take all the bubbles out. See, I'm putting it on a little bit of a high for you guys so you guys can see how the bubbles start rising up. It helps you eliminate all of them. I have a little guest stomping over here. You want to say hello, baby?
Hello, everyone. You can't see my face because I'm invisible.
You're invisible today, okay. You'll see him when the food comes out, guys. Are we going to see your face when you taste the food?
Yes.
Yes, we're going to eat so good
Because
today.
that means I transform.
You're a transformer, baby.
Into a human. And don't forget me.
Oh, we got Punky over here in the house. Say hello.
Hello. And
I think we should be good with what we have going on here, guys. So just put the lid on it, and then we got another 45 minutes to go. Bayo set the alarm for me, so they're being super helpful to Mama in the kitchen. And yeah, we're having a good time.
And you will see us eat in the 40,000 episode.
The 40,000 episode? Wow, baby. What we're gonna do, we're gonna put all our tomatillos and whatever juice came out of them into our blender, okay? Ooh, there we go. You want to add your chiles? All right, we're gonna blend. If you're gonna be making your pozole verde spicy, you also want to make sure you add your serrano or your jalapeno when you're blending it. So I ended up with about 5 cups with the tomatillo and the chili peppers. Guys, my kitchen's a little bit crusty lately. I'm due for a deep clean here in a week and a half, so I'm gonna do what I can. Bear with me. Here's what we're gonna do now. Ready? In this pan, you're gonna add a little oil, a teaspoon. On a medium pan, you're gonna put the ingredients that you blended. Get all that good stuff out. I hope you guys are enjoying this view a lot better. I know my hands are a little bit in the way, but I'm trying to come up with a better angle for you guys to get the best view of what you need to do or to help yourselves. Again, my friends, my recipes are starter recipes to get you started and make it comfortable for your home. I know how to make traditional Mexican food. I have a busy life just like you guys do. I mean, homeschooling itself takes up most of my day. So yeah, let's cook this up. So this should only take you about 4 to 5 minutes to cook, and make sure you mix it and keep an eye on it. Okay, it's been about 45 minutes. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take my chicken out because I wanna cut it into pieces that my babies can eat. And honestly, I don't like messing with the bone when it comes into my soup. I just wanna go to town on it, and you guys have seen me eat. I like to eat, so I like to make it as easy as possible and not have to worry about burning my fingers with the bone. Just blow on my spoon and consume. So I don't know why I took that onion out. Leave it in. And keep your pot boiling on low. All right, take as much of the meat as you can off the chicken. It is very important to use all of your chicken. This chicken gave its life feed your family, to feed you. So let's not let anything go to waste. I hope you have your good music. I've been listening to a lot of Midland lately. I think my mix is usually Midland, Ariana Grande right now, and Lil Debbie always. Real people. So the food comes out good because I'm always dancing, jamming. You guys always see me happy because I only record if I'm happy. If I'm moody, I won't record. Or if I need to regroup, I don't record. Because I don't treat my friends like that. I treat my friends with kindness and love. You know? Woo! Alright, I'm going to move this over while it cools so that I can get started on this side, and that's pretty much what I do. I think a lovely friend mentioned that she puts her chicken in a KitchenAid and helps get all the bone off. That works for you guys? Go ahead, go for it. So good. Okay friends, what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and pour in all of our tomatillo and our chili blend. Don't leave any of it behind. Because you know I'm going to tell you something, okay? I get deep really quick. Somebody risked their life to pick our tomatoes. Like all of these things, we're all involved with each other. So the happier we are and the more grateful we are when we do things, the better our life will be. I just wanted to say that to you guys. Okay, and I'm going to add half of this. Is my whole can. I already rinsed and washed it. So I'm going to add half of this. It's about right. And then if my kids end up wanting more, I can just go ahead and pour more in. Because I think it's always the kids that prefer more of the hominy. And now we're going to go ahead and add our chicken bouillon. And our chicken. I mean, half a chicken, it wasn't that much, but it's plenty for us to get our flavors going. Bring your pot to a medium high because we want it to come to a good boil, and let it boil for about 3 minutes before you taste the salt content. If you like the flavor, then you can just keep it that way. But if you feel like you need more of a flavor, and if you're like me that loves the Knorr chicken bouillon flavor in my soups and my food, then we're gonna start adding half a teaspoon at a time. Okay, so let's just wait for this to come to a boil. I went ahead and tasted this, and you guys already know me. I can taste the chicken broth, I can taste the tomatillo, I can taste the chili peppers, but I need a little bit more of that chicken flavor coming through. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with 1 tablespoon and see where we go from there, okay? And I also feel that the bay leaf that I have didn't bring in the flavor that I needed. So I'm gonna add another bay leaf in here. I appreciate you guys being so patient with me when I give you the measurements and the ingredients, and I'm working on a cookbook for you guys on the side. I am occupied. It's going to take me some time, and I think cooking and learning these recipes as we go is going to make it a lot easier for when the cookbook comes out for you guys to say, okay, this one's going to give me a great flavor, and any adjustments you do are going to be minor. I decided to do a cookbook because I get at least 1 message a day about a cookbook. So thank you guys for inspiring me and requesting me. Any adjustments I make along the way, I'll make sure to add them before the screen, so that way you guys see how I adjusted it and made it comfortable for my taste buds, my palate. That way when you guys are cooking, you're saying, okay, well, she did this, I can go ahead and do this. And it helps you out that way. It has the right amount of salt. It has the right amount of tartness from the tomatillos. And whenever I make a soup, especially a light soup like this one, I get a bunch of green onions, and this is optional. Because I know a lot of people don't like onions. And you're gonna, right when you're gonna give it the last boil, you're gonna add that in. I personally like the Anaheim peppers because once you boil them, you still have the thick skin, and I like to scrape it with my spoon or my teeth. So I'm gonna put them in, and these are optional as well because I love Anaheim peppers. So once we've added the onions, and if you want to try it with the Anaheim peppers, or if you feel like you need a little bit more spice, you can cut your serrano or your jalapeno in half. It just depends on what you like and what your family enjoys. We're gonna go ahead and boil this for about 30 to 45 more minutes, and we're gonna be ready by then. So let's go ahead and boil this. All right, friends, our pozole has been going on for about 35 minutes. So it looks pretty good to me. It looks set. So what you wanna do at this point, you wanna get some oregano. And this is optional, that's why I kept it here at the end. If you don't like oregano, don't use it, but it's very important that if you can get a hold of some Mexican oregano, that you use oregano for that. This is 1 teaspoon of oregano. You're gonna put it in your hand right here, and you're gonna mash it up real good, like this. Oops, dropped a few. Put it in. Mix it around. Put a lid on it. Get all your stuff together so that it's ready to serve. And we're done with our pozole verde. So now let's go ahead and taste it.
And ladies and gentlemen, here comes the host, Bayou.
Here comes my host, Bayou. Okay, so this is what we got. He's gonna taste it. You know, my baby, he's been venturing more into flavors, and he's never had this before, guys. Let's start with the broth first, because I know you love broth. Beware, this is very hot. Extremely hot. Do you want to say hello? Say good evening. Buenas tardes. Buenos días.
Good evening.
A ver, di buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes.
Ay, muy bien, mi amor. Okay. If you slurp it like that, you might choke. Careful.
Good.
Good. Let me see. Hot, hot. Wait, wait, wait. Hold on.
I want to try some corn and chicken.
Try the corn and chicken, and right now when I serve your plate, because you get to put, when I serve him his plate, he gets to put a few little ice cubes on the top because we're going to set it up real nice.
It's fine.
Oh, it's fine. Oh, okay, you're being brave. Now, be honest, because I know you're particular about the chicken sometimes, so I want you to be honest. Let me find a little piece for you. A tiny one. I know how you are. Hot, hot. Is that a yes? Woohoo! Okay. What I do is I use, hold on, let me show them. This Nestle half cream. I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me bring it up close and there we go. I use some of this cream with a little bit of salt and pepper. Okay, right now when you sit down, you can give it a taste right now because I know how much you love this.
Okay.
Why are you acting like you've never had it? You're nervous?
It's not bad. I like it.
You don't like it?
No.
All right, guys, I got so dirty already.
One more bite.
Okay, you're breaking all the tortillas. All right, go wash your hands. Go tell your brother to get ready to eat. Thank you guys so much for all your requests. I appreciate you guys showing up to the Views Club. Hey! If you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe. If you want to become a bell, go ahead and click that bell and get some notifications, and you just jump right on it. I can't with you. And click that bell for some notifications because you can ring my bell Ring my bell, my bell. All right, guys, I gotta serve my troops. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Don't forget to come back and let me know how this worked out for you. Again, your recipe might have a little bit of changes because it will depend on your chicken. It will depend on your chili peppers. It will depend on your onion and on your mood. So make sure that when you cook, you're happy. So that's it. Bye.
Bye.
Adios. You wanna say bye, Punky?
Mm-hmm. Oh, wait.
You have to stand right there, babe. You guys think that he's getting taller than me? He stands on a stool. Bye. I almost forgot to tell you, the longer your soup sets, the better it gets. The next day, woo, is gonna be even more amazing. But if you can't resist till the next day, it's still gonna be really good.